Okay, we'll start now. Anybody who wants to join, let them join. ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Sorry. In the last class, we saw that the notion, what I have about me, that I am small, I am insignificant, I am insecure, these notions are not acceptable to me. And therefore, I become a wanting person to remove these notions. And therefore, I hunt for happiness, security, bigness, completeness outside of me. So, I engage in a variety of pursuits. If you see, all the human beings are they engaged in a different type of pursuits. You can see this. You can watch from the top of your house in the morning. You will see people moving here and there, vehicle moving here and there. Everybody is rushing towards their own destination. One goes to school, one goes to office, one returns to the factory, one goes to market, one goes to the shopping mall, one goes to the newly released cinema, one goes out for watching cricket. So people are so busy. Why are they so busy? Because they are all after something, hunting for something. In fact, there are as many hunts, there are as many pursuits available as many human beings. And the pursuit of one person may not be the pursuit of another person. If you see, even though these pursuits are seemingly different, outwardly different, outwardly the pursuits of one person is different from the pursuit of another person. If we analyze, we will arrive at the truth that we are all after only one thing only. There is only one thing which every one of us aspires for. What is that? We all hunt for happiness, hunting for this joy, hunting for comfort, hunting for pleasure, hunting for security, hunting to become big, hunting to become complete. So, we can call all these as Sukha Praptihi. Sukha Praptihi. That is joy or happiness or comfort. And this sukha prapti, this joy or comfort or happiness, it could be in the form of a nice house or vehicle, spouse, wealth, children, ornaments, social status, social influence, recognition. It could be in any of the form. Though I use the word happiness, security, bigness, completeness, though all these words seem to be different, it means it is all the, in fact, it is all the same thing. How? When I say I am secure, it means when I am secure, I am happy. When I am complete, I am happy. When I am big, I am happy. So therefore, ultimately what I seek is happiness. Happiness is what I want. Therefore, we can conclude, in short, all the pravritti, all the pursuits can be narrowed down to only one thing. What is that? I want happiness. And this happiness includes security, completeness, bigness, all these things. So if I am secure and complete, naturally I will be happy. Therefore, for want of happiness, anandaha, I engage in a variety of pursuits. From morning to evening, so I engage in a variety of pursuits. Since through various pursuits, what I try to gain is joy or happiness or peace or comfort, we can conclude that all the beings, not only the human beings, all the beings, they work for sukha prapti. Sukha praptaye pravritti. To achieve sukham, they are all engaged in a variety of pursuits. Pravritti means pursuits. So everybody is after something only for this experience of anandaha. And this pursuit of anandaha, when does it start? In fact, it starts from my childhood. It starts with toys, games, gadgets, nowadays electronic gadgets, electronic games, and slowly when I grow later on books and further relationship, so etc. It goes on. Balastavat krida saktaha, tarunastavat taruni saktaha. Balastavat, that is when I am a boy, I engage in games, engage in playful activities. And when I grow, if I am a man, I am after a woman. If I am a woman, I am after a man. So, therefore, at different stages of life, different people seem to pursue different things. For what? Ultimately to derive happiness. Sukha prapti. If you analyze this further, you will find that it is not merely for the sake of sukham we pursue different things. We must understand that at first we establish that in and through all the different pursuits, what we attempt to gain is sukham. Now I am saying that it is not only for the sake of sukham. What does it mean? I'll explain. See, last week I had fever, headache and cold. I went to the doctor. In fact, I spent 4,000 Guyanese dollar for my medical expenses. 4,000 Guyanese dollar means around $20. Why? Did I go to doctor to get sukham? No. In fact, did I get any sukham for the money I spent? No. I went to the doctor to get rid of my fever, to get rid of my headache, to get rid of my discomfort. I went to the doctor. Therefore, here there is no sukha prapti. Here it is dukkha nivritti. Dukkha nivritti. To get rid of my dukkha, my discomfort. I'll give another example. My old scooter was giving me a lot of trouble. My house is not as per the Vastu Shastra. And my mobile is out of fashion now. Nowadays new mobiles have come to the market. So I want to dispose them. In fact, I get peace of mind only when I dispose them. Therefore, now we can see these pursuits. Now my pursuit has got another shade. What is that? In addition to Sukham Praptihi, my pursuit can also be for Dukkha Nivritti, freedom from pain and suffering. If I get happiness by getting what I want, or at least by not getting what I don't want. Similarly, I feel sorrow when I don't get what I want, or when I get what I don't want. Therefore, getting something is called Sukha Praptihi, and getting rid of something is called Dukkha Nivrittihi. So, through my accomplishments of objects, through accomplishments of my desires, what I get is Sukham. Because I think I'll get Sukham out of that object, I pursue that. And this pursuit is called Pravrittihi. By getting rid of something, what am I trying to do? I'm interested in getting rid of Dukkham. Since objects are the cause of Dukkham, as in the examples what I gave, it could be a scooter or it could be a house. So disposing those objects is same as disposing Dukkham. So in and through my accomplishments of desired objects, not only objects, it could also be persons, I'm trying to get Sukham. I imagine that if I marry that man or woman, I will be happy. It means that I am trying to derive Sukham from that person. In fact, that person being the same, he or she can neither be the cause of Sukham nor Dukkham. It is all my imagination. So whatever it may be, the point is, if I get what I want, I get Sukham, I get Anandaha. Similarly, in and through all my getting rid of things, I am trying to get rid of Dukkham. Same example, in the beginning I want that man or woman. Later I feel I need space. I allow that person to go away from my life. It means what? Getting rid of Dukkham. Getting rid of that person is getting rid of Dukkham. So, he or she is a source of Dukkham for me. I want Sukham, not Dukkham. I imagine that person is my source of Dukkham, so I get rid of that person and hunt for Sukham in somebody else. This is what is happening. So, therefore, what I am saying is, Sarve Praninaha Sukha Praptaye Dukkha Nivrittaye cha Pravartante. Sarve Praninaha, all beings, whether it is human beings or any other beings. Sukha Praptaye, to gain Sukham, Anandaha, happiness. Dukkha Nivrittaye cha, to get rid of this Dukkha, this sorrow, discomfort, unhappiness. Pravartante, they engage in a variety of pursuits, actions. So, therefore, only Sukha Praptihi or Dukkha Nivrittihi. Dukkha Nivrittihi also is ultimately to get Sukham only. So, both are Pravrittihi only. Only to gain happiness, Anandaha. Anandaha is the ultimate thing what we are all after. Anando Brahmete Vyashanat. Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad you will find in the Tattvabodha, this comes. Anando Brahmete Vyashanat. Anandhadeva khalvimani bhutani jayante. Anandena jatani jivanti. Anandam prakyantya visambhishanti te. Saisha bhargavi varuni vidya. Parame vyoman pratishtita. Yeyevam veda pratishtati. Annavanannado bhavati. Mahan bhavati prajaya pasubedam avarchasena. Mahan kirtya. So, the Taittiriya Upanishad, Tattvabodha, Bhrigu is the disciple. He goes to this Guru, Varuna Devata, and of course going and asking for Jnana, Brahma Jnana. So, Varuna Devata, he advises his son, Bhrigu. So, when he advises this, he says, Ananda Deva Khalvimani Bhutani Jayante Anandena Jatani Jivanti Anandam Pragyanti Vishanti. Out of Ananda or for want of Ananda, all beings are born. All beings are sustained in this Ananda, and all beings are finally resolved in this Ananda. So, let us probe this human pursuits. This is what we ended with this topic in the last class. So, we will try to get an insight of what it is. As a human being, I have the privilege of desiring, and I can exercise my choice to do what I want and get what I want. So, what I want to accomplish is Arthaha. I introduced the word Purusharthaha in the last class. The word Purusharthaha means human goals. The word Purusha means human being, male, both male and female. The word Arthaha in the word Purusharthaha, it means goals or destination. The word Arthaha itself, it can have different meanings. The word Arthaha can mean wealth, it can mean object, it can mean goal, it can mean meaning itself. But in this context, in the word Purusharthaha, the word Arthaha means goals or destination. In Sanskrit, we say, we have a word for goal. That is Sadhyam or Lakshyam. Sadhyam or Lakshyam. So, Purusharthaha, it means the goals or the destination or the goals of human beings. In short, it's the goals, pursuits of human beings. This Purusharthaha can also be called as Manushyarthaha, goals of human beings. Purushanam, Manushyanam, Sadhyam, Lakshyam. That is Purusharthaha. Why is it called Purusharthaha? There is no Mrigarthaha, because human beings can only have a goal and they can only strive to attain it. Animal, they don't have. Animals, they bother only about food, sleep, and the basic survival instinct and reproduction. Agara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam. And these four may be the goals for animals. But from our perspective, we don't consider them as the goals worth achieving it, because we are all human beings. And we have seen that the human goals, it can vary from person to person. Why? I'll give an example. Suppose there are 4 color balls in a basket. If you are asked to choose one, how will you choose? Each one of us may select different colors balls. Sometimes 2 or 3 of us may select the same colors, because it is our choice. It is my choice. So choice is there. Animals, they don't have this choice. And our choice is something, we have buddhi, therefore we have choice. And this choice is not like the choice, as this film actress Deepika Padukone told. No, it is not that choice, that sort of choice we are not talking about. In fact, it is misusing the faculty of choice. We are not interested in that sort of choice. We should exercise our choice intelligently. That is, using my freedom to choose, which makes all the difference. In the name of freedom, I should not misappropriate my choice. Otherwise, I'll lead the life of an animal. So, as human beings, we have these 3 characteristics, 3 gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. We are going to see all these words in detail later. So, I can have all the characteristics, sattva, rajas, tamas, and include the characteristics of animals also. Suppose if I have a particular guna, particular characteristic, I can change it. I have a choice. See, we say the person was like that before and now he has changed, because he has a choice. He's a human being and therefore he has a choice. Therefore, Purusharthaha comes into picture. When choice is there, Purushartha is the result. With the choice, I can change my guna, I can change my characteristics. With the choice, I can have dharma, adharma, vishaya, jnanam. Dharma, adharma. What is dharma? What is adharma? The subject matter, the vishaya of dharma, adharma, knowledge I can have with a choice. Bhagavan has given that jnanam to us. What is beneficial to me, should also be beneficial to all. What is malefic to me should also be malefic to others. So what I have, I don't want others to steal from me. I don't want others to tell lies to me. The same way for others also. So this is the common thing. Bhagavan has given buddhi and choice. Because we have buddhi and choice, therefore lakshyam, sadhyam comes. We live with certain goals. Okay. Now, what can be my goals? Purushartha. And what can be the means for achieving my goals? Purushartha sadhana. First of all, we cannot live without goals. We are all involved in the sadhana of attaining our goals. Sadhana is a means of attaining our goals. We are involved in the means. Therefore, this Purushartha as well as Purushartha sadhana, both are given by the Shastram. Shasti trayate iti Shastram. What is the responsibility of Shastram? What does the Shastram do? Veda, that is Shastra, Veda Shastram, it classifies and presents the human goals. So, Shastram introduces the goals which we are not aware of. Shastram introduces a path to attain the goals, that sadhana. So, Vindati Chaturaha Purusharthan Tat Prapti Upayancha Anena Giti Vedaha. So, that is what the Shastram does. Okay, when should we read the Shastram? This knowledge of the Shastram is to be gained as earlier as possible. And Vedanta is not something which we can postpone, because Vedanta is about myself. Therefore, take up the Shastram and study. It means what? You have to go to your Guru and study. So, in fact, the Shastram, it praises studying Shastram. You will find in the Tattvabodha Upanishad, Swadhyaya Prashamsa, the greatness of studying the Shastram. Shastram praises. Ritam cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Satyam cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Tapascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Damascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Shamascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha. This Dhamma, Shama, all these things we are going to see in detail in Tattvabodha. Agnayascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Agnihotram cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Atitayascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Manusham cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Raja cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Rajanascha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Rajatischa Swadhyaya Pravachane cha Satyamiti Satyavacharathitaraha Tapayiti Tapo Nityah Paurishishtihi Swadhyaya Pravachane Yeveti Nago Maudalyaha Tadhitapas Tadhitapaha. Shastram says Tadhi Tapaha Tadhi Tapaha. That is the tapas. This is the tapas. Swadhyaya Pravachana. Swadhyaya is studying. Pravachana is teaching. That is called tapas. In fact, the Tattvabodha Upanishad, the first Valli, this Swadhyaya Prashamsa comes, and further, when you read it, this another portion comes. Vedamanuchyacharyom te vasina manushasti satyam vada dharmanchara swadhyayat ma pramadaha. Swadhyayat ma pramadaha. Don't neglect your studies. So, why I am saying this, Swadhyaya, the study of Shastram is important. Only when you study Shastram, you will come to know the Purushartha and Purushartha sadhana. Okay. Now, what are the goals? What are the Purusharthaha which Shastram talks about? There could be thousands of goals we may have. As I said before, the goal of one person may vary from the other person. The goal of one person may be the starting point for another person. Shastram classifies all the goals under four categories. They are Dharmaha. Number one is Dharmaha. Number two, Arthaha. Third one, Kamaha. Last one, Mokshaha. So, any goal you say, it can be put under any one of this category. Either it be dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. For our convenience now, we will change the order. We will change it. We will keep it the order as arthaha, kamaha, dharmaha, mokshaha. So in this order, we will take up one by one goal, and one by one with purushartha and analyze in detail. First, let us take this purushartha, arthaha. This arthaha is different from the arthaha in the word purushartha. So we will explore the meaning of this purushartha, arthaha. Arthaha means that which is required for my sustenance. That is the fundamental things required for me to live. If I am hungry, what would I ask? I will ask for food. If I am hungry, I will ask for food. I will not bother about taste because I am in hunger. Suppose if I am in the middle of the forest and there are nothing available, no human beings are sighted, let us assume. So anything which I get to appease my hunger is enough for me. I will not bother about taste. Even if I get only Karela, that's bitter gourd, right? Then I will be ready to live on it because I don't have choice for taste there. Swamiji used to say, when he was in Rishikesh, he used to get roti and dal as diksha in the morning. And in the evening, dal and roti. There is no choice. He survived like this for many years to study Shastra. This is called tapas. So, therefore, artha means the fundamental things, the basic things which I seek. The fundamental needs are called artha. To protect my life, I seek things and objects. This is called artha. It could be house, it could be dress, it could be knowledge also. So, for leading a basic life, the things and objects which are indispensable for me, those are called artha. There are three basic things which every one of us need. A roof above our head, food for survival, and dress to protect our mana. All these come under artha. So this is the basic definition of artha. Swamiji, he translates artha as security. It is another wonderful thing, translation, security. So human beings are sophisticated beings. Therefore, we have to define artha a little bit elaborately, which Swamiji has done. Any kind of security, whether it is economical, social, sociological, relational, emotional, psychological, physical, all the kinds of security, it comes under artha. So, artha can mean that by which I can buy these securities. Therefore, the securities could be in the form of money, assets, my accomplishments, social recognition, social influence, relationship, house, relations, name, fame, title, power. It could be anything. All these are securities. Everybody seeks different forms of security. Though what security we seek may differ from one person to another, that we seek security is common to all of us. Therefore, all the fundamental needs and a little more than that, which I require for my security, comes under artha. Therefore, the first goal, the first purushartha is to seek my immediate fundamental needs. Do I stop with that? No. I have wants. All the needs come under artha and all the wants come under kamaha. Kamaha is the second purushartha. We know all those things, but Shastram systematically presents it. I am not happy only with my basic needs. Therefore, I look for anandaha after I fulfill my basic needs. How do I say that? Why am I not happy only with my basic needs? I'll give an example. Suppose if you say a person should be happy with the basic needs, then we should be able to say that the person who is in the jail, locked up in jail, should also be happy. because they have all the basic needs. They have a shelter, they are getting food, they are getting water, they are getting dress. But if you interview them, they would say they are not happy. Why? Because they don't have freedom. Therefore, what I'm saying is, we are not satisfied with mere arthaha. We seek sukham. We seek pleasure. First, we eat for hunger. Then we eat for taste. I need to dress. I need dress to cover myself in the beginning. Then different costumes and dress which I want to enjoy. That is why sannyasa is not preferred by many people. So therefore, sukham is there in taste and dress and in so many other things. It can be extended to house, vehicle, electronic gadgets. So after fulfilling all my fundamental needs, now I look for sukham. It is called kamaha. Shastram accepts that. So the objects, what I seek for pleasures, it all comes under the category kamaha. I want to live a comfortable life. I want to eat delicious food. I want to enjoy television. I want to mobile, laptop, iPad, internet, music set. A list of kamaha is there. Therefore, now we can translate kamaha, purusha, kama purushartha as seeking pleasure. This pleasure, this can be in the form of a sensory pleasure. It can be in the form of intellectual pleasure or aesthetic pleasure. It could be anything. Enjoying good food, good smell, cushion mattress, they're all different forms of sensory pleasures. Studying and gaining knowledge on a particular interested topic, say solving mathematical puzzles, equations, painting, drawing, composing poems, reading, learning music, even Sanskrit, they all come under intellectual pleasures. Enjoying a wonderful movie or a garden, or the sunrise or the sunset, or the waves of the ocean, or hearing the melodious music, they all come under aesthetic pleasure. Therefore, anything which pleases your senses and which pleases your mind, they are nothing but kamaha. So, now, we have seen artha purushartha and kama purushartha. Now what comes is, now after artha and kama, I enjoy all the artha kama. Or at least I have sufficient artha kama. Then, now comes a fear that I need to enjoy this artha kama continuously. Not only in this life, it should continue in my next life also. Iha as well as amutra. Iha means in this life, in this janma. Amutra is after this life or next janma. So the first thing is the basic things. The second thing is pleasure. The third one is the continuance of the first two. This artha and kama should continue. So I always want the first two, artha and kama. I want the body, mind, sense organs to be perfectly intact to enjoy artha kama. That is what everybody wants. What we see in the world, some people they enjoy these two and some do not and therefore they suffer. So therefore we come to the conclusion there should be punya. I introduce the word punya. There should be punya to enjoy it and papa to suffer for want of it. This papa and punya, they are invisible factors. When you say somebody is lucky, it means what? Yes, a lot of punya. Shastram says it is adrishta phalam. Adrishta phalam. Na drishtam. That drishta means that which can be seen. Na drishta means adrishtam means that which cannot be seen. And this adrishtam has become adrishtam in Tamil. Actually it is adrishtam, adrishta phalam. So this papa punya they are adrishta phalam. The invisible factors which account for the success of my undertaking is punya. The invisible factors which account for the failure is papa. Both are invisible. Therefore, you cannot know in advance the effect of your action. Only after the experience of the outcome of your action, you will come to know whether it is papa or punya. In fact, the reason for some people enjoying their life and some suffering are due to their papa punya. Punya gives them artha and kama. Papa, it deprives them of artha and kama. Therefore, Shastram, it introduces papa and punya as adrishtapalam, which are not visible to our eyes. How can we know it? By the very fact that the effort and the result of the action most of the time do not tally. When the effort is there, the result may be more or it could be less, or sometimes it may be equal to the effort or sometimes quite opposite. Both possibilities are there. But what happens generally, our attention goes only when the result is less. Sometimes even when the effort is less, then we may get more results. Therefore, from this we can infer there are some invisible factor. Adrishtam, punyam is there which has contributed to my success. This is also a knowledge. Once you know this, you will seek more and more punyam. That is called dharmaha, the third purushartha. Dharmaha. Dharma means punyam. Punyam is that by which you can get artha and kama. That is, punyam is that you can capitalize that to enjoy artha kama. So, that dharma, which is the third purushartha. Even the Nastika, and Nastika also seek punyam. If they lead a dharmic life, they get punyam. Who is a Nastika? The word Nastika, no, it is generally translated as atheist and Astika as theist. Really speaking, Astika is one who believes in the authority of Vedas. Nastika is one who doesn't believe in the Vedas. An Astika may believe in Vedas, but he could be a non-believer of God. Similarly, a Nastika may not believe in, a Nastika is what? A Nastika is may not believe in Vedas, but he could be a believer of God. In English, what happens, we just translate as atheist and non-theist. As no believer of God and non-believer of God is not. Astika is the one who believes in the Vedas. Nastika is one who doesn't believe in the Vedas. So, even that Nastika, he wants punyam. So, knowingly or unknowingly, we all are after this punyam. And Shastram exposes us to this knowledge. Therefore, when we lead a dharmic life, we get punyam. Swamiji he says this. Dharma, it means, it refers to the pleasure, which is also a sukham, he says. Dharma refers to the pleasure which is born of harmony, which is born from good association, the pleasure which is born out of charity, the pleasure which is born out of sharing, caring, helping another person. When you help someone in distress, you experience joy. That joy is not like the joy which is born out of kama. Just when you help a poor student in continuing his education by helping him financially, the pleasure, the sukham, the feeling of happiness, what you get is different from what you get out of artha or kama. And this dharma purushartha, this is a dharma purushartha which is a measure of your inner maturity. The more dharmika purusha you are, the more mature you will be. So, this is the third purushartha, dharma purushartha. And this word, dharma, it has got many meanings. So, I'll give the different meanings of the word dharma in this now. So, you can at least, you'll be familiar with the various shades of this word dharma. One of the basic meaning of dharma is dharana dharmam ityaguhu dharmo dharayate prajaha yasmat dharana samyuktam sadharma iti nishchayaha. This is a shloka, this is a subhashitam. Subhashitam is Sushtubhashitam. There are a lot of Subhashitams are there in Sanskrit. They are all good sayings. So this Subhashitam, it gives the meaning of Dharma. Dharma is that which holds the society together. Dharayate prajaha, which holds the people together. Having the sense of right and wrong, the sense of morality, immorality, the sense of good and bad, and holding on to ethics, morality, values, which holds the society together is what? Dharmaha. Therefore, one meaning of the word dharmaha is ethics. There is another definition for the word dharma. One more subhashita is there. Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam Shrutva chaiva avadhadyatam Atmanah pratikulani Pareshanna samacharet. It means, don't do unto others what you don't want others do unto you. So here the word dharma, it comes in the meaning of piety. This is another meaning of the word dharmaha. Another meaning of the word dharma is duty. This is all we familiar with, duty. In fact, the society was divided into 4 groups. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. It is divided based on the duties allotted to the people. Though we may not see these physical divisions explicitly now, but still we have this division in an invisible form. Based on what? Based on the duties, dharma allotted to the people. The duty of each varga, each class is sacred and deserves respect. In the modern days, it is like intellectuals, warriors, business people, and workers. That is how the classification is. Though we don't see the classification, but it is there. So no one is inferior or superior to others. Each class has certain duties, dharma to be offered to the society, and one can choose any class based on what service or duties one can offer to the society. Similarly, a father has his duties, dharma. A mother has his duties. Teachers have his duties. Students have their duties. Government officers have their duties. Government has its duties. So everybody has their own duty, and therefore all of us are connected together in terms of duties. In fact, the duty of one person, it becomes the privilege of another person. For example, the father has to educate their child, educate his children. The children get the privilege of getting education only when the father fulfills his duty. Similarly, the duty of the mother is to nourish the child. The duty of the teachers gives the privilege of gaining knowledge to the students. And therefore, the duty of one person is the privilege of the other person. So the duty and the privilege are interconnected. So here the word dharma, it comes in the meaning of duties and responsibilities. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, as a Kshatriya, he had the responsibility of waging the dharmika yuddha. It is a responsibility to wage the war and make sure that Satyam Dharma wins. But seeing his own kith and kin, Bhishma, Dronacharya and all his grandsons, Arjuna, he had a compassion in his heart and he wanted to withdraw from the battle. In fact, he wanted to flee away from the field and wanted to take up the life of sannyasa. Because in sannyasa, you don't have these many duties. If Arjuna had taken up sannyasa, then war would not have happened. But what would have happened? This Duryodhana, he would have perpetuated his atrocities. So therefore, dharma has to be protected at any cost. One has to do his dharma. One has to offer his duty and responsibilities. One cannot change his dharma, his duties. Swadharme nidanam shreyaha paradharmo dayavagaha. Same Gita. It says it is better to get destroyed in doing one's duties rather taking up somebody's duties. So the word dharma, it means duties. So we have seen 3 meanings. Now another meaning, which we saw now. Dharma means punyam. That is punya, merits. The invisible positive results of the actions. That is called punya. Dharma also means karma. Karma is action. How? Dharma means punyam. And punyam is born of karma, action. Therefore, dharma can mean karma too. In fact, the words dharma and karma, you will find they are used interchangeably. Any righteous action or reach out actions, they are all account for punya. So all this, karma, I'm talking about karma, all this karma, it results in the increase of punyam in your account. And this punyam, it accounts for success and papa for failure in all our endeavors. So some people succeed in the effort and some not. How? Given all the conditions are equal and impartial, there is a difference in the outcome of the result of action. For example, some are born with a golden spoon in their mouth, and some are not even with a steel spoon. How to account for it? It is all punya. Punya is the result of the meritorious action, karma, which they have done in the previous life. Therefore, dharma means karma also. Dharma means action also. And therefore, it means punyam. Therefore, dharma, we say, it is punyam. This is the another meaning. And this is the meaning which I took it for defining the word dharma as purushartha. In our puja, in our sankalpa, we say, Amopata samasta durikta kshetvarasi parameshwara prityartham. We say all those things. Then we say, dharmartha kama moksha chaturvida purushartha siddhyartham. Dharma artha kama moksha. It means we seek the grace of Ishvara to perform the right karma in order to uphold dharma and subsequently gain punya, and also asking for the fulfillment of kama and accomplishment of all the artha. Right? So, this is the dharma, artha and kama. The order karta, kama and dharma. Three purusharthaha. Trivida purusharthaha. Now, after this dharma, artha, kama, purushartha, what is the last purushartha? Mokshaha. Mokshaha is freedom. We ask for freedom. The whole Vedas are divided into two portions. The Vedas can be classified from different perspectives, but in general, the whole Vedas can be classified into two portions. One portion is called Karma Kandam. The another portion is called Jnana Kandam. This Karma Kanda portion of the Veda, it takes care of the first three Purushartha, Dharma, Artha and Kama. The Jnana Kanda portion of the Veda, it takes care of the last Purushartha, Moksha, freedom. Therefore, we have four goals, four pursuits. What are they? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. The Grihastha, the householder's focus is mainly on Dharma, Artha and Kama. Moksha is there, but focus on moksha is generally less. Generally less in the Grihastha stage of life. When the life, now it transcends from one stage to another. When the Grihastha, they step into Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is the forest life. Vane tishtati. Iti Vanaprastha. That is Vane. They spend their life lead a contemplative life in the Vana or in the ashram in the forest. That is a third stage of life. So when the householder changes, the transition changes to Vanaprastha stage of life, now there is a slight shift in the focus. The focus is towards moksha. Dharma, artha, it comes down. Whereas now, for a sannyasi, the main focus is on moksha, and sannyasi's main focus on moksha and the focus on dharma, artha and kama is there, but it is very less. It should be less. That is how the Tattvabodha ashramas are formed. This is a beautiful system. This dividing this life into this four, it's a beautiful system. Whether it is a householder life or a sannyasa life, dharma is important. Dharma has to be protected at any cost. If at all we pray to Bhagavan, we should pray only to uphold Dharma values. Dharma can also means values. This is another definition of the word Dharma. In fact, Krishna equates this values with knowledge. A person without value system cannot be a human being. These values are talked about in the 13th chapter of the Gita, starting from Amanitvam, Matanditvam, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Tarajam, all the values, there are nothing but knowledge. Krishna equates his values with the knowledge. Swamiji used to say, a value is a value only when you have value for it. So therefore, these values are to be upheld at any cost. What we are is nothing but the value what we hold. So, when the values are valued valuably by you, you will have tremendous inner strength to face any life challenges. So this is Dharma Purushartha. So far we have seen Dharma Artha Kama Purushartha. We have seen. Artha are objects. Kama also objects. Punyam is also objects. But what is the last Purushartha? Last Purushartha, it is Moksha. It is the subject. It is not an object. It is a subject. It is you. About Moksha Purushartha, we will see in detail in the next class. We will see Moksha Purushartha and we will see the Shastram as a Pramanam. We will try to complete these two topics in the next class and we will start. We'll get into the actual text of Tattvabodha from the class after next. So with this, I think I'll conclude here today. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Okay, if you have anything to ask, can ask. Hello.
No, nothing to ask, Ji.
Okay. அப்ப நான் கேட்கணுமா? Hello.
கேளுங்க.
Okay. What are the different definitions of dharma? Or what is the basic definition of dharma in Dharma Artha Kama Moksha Chaturvida Purushartha? சும்மா கேட்டேன், யாரும் சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே, சும்மா. Hello. I can't hear if anybody is talking.
Hello.
Yeah. சொல்லுங்க.
Ethics. Action, karma.
Very good. Yeah.
What comes to my mind now?
When you said here, dharma also means punyam. Dharma also means the pleasure. It also means sukham, which is born out of the reach out actions. That is the pleasure which is. That is not like the pleasure which you get out of this artha and kama. It is a pleasure. When you become a matured person, you become more and more dharmika you are. But what is that you are getting by becoming a dharmika person? It is not the that sort of the pleasure which is you get out of the senses. No, that is also a sukham is there. When you help somebody, you feel good. You expand inside. That is also called dharma. But dharma, we can say it means punya. Dharma means karma and therefore it is punyam. Dharma means punyam, therefore this punyam it accounts for your continuous enjoyment of artha kama in this life as well as in the next life. Therefore dharma. That is why in the Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas, there are various rituals are prescribed. Even in the Kathopanishad, the Vajashrava, he performs a yajna. In the yajna, he will distribute all the things he has. So why does he do it? Because if you do that yajna, you'll enjoy the heaven. There are some yajnas are there. If doing that, you'll go to heaven and you will enjoy heavenly pleasures. So that is a karma you have to do. You get punyam out of karma, and after that you go to the swarga and you enjoy. So that is also dharma only. So dharma has got different meanings. Here in this context, we can take in Purushartha context, we can say dharma is punyam, dharma is karma, and the word dharma itself has a big topic. It has many meanings. As you said, now it means piety, it means ethics, it means duties and responsibilities. Of course, it means values. Now, in this context, it means punyam. It is karma, it is punyam. So, Chaturvida Purushartha, that karma is punyam. And arthaha means what is the word meaning of the word arthaha in the word Purushartha. Arthaha in the word Purushartha. The Purushartha, it's a samasa, it's a compound. Purusha arthaha, two words are there. Purushaihi artyate, prartyate iti Purushartha, that which is sought after by the human beings. What is sought after? That is a goal, or the destination. That is, therefore, the word arthaha in that means goals. That is why Purushartha it is translated as human goals. And in Dharma Artha Kama Purusha, that artha, that artha means, it is the nice translation is security, which that is what Swamiji does. Artha is security. Or we can translate as the fundamental things which I need to lead a life, to sustain myself. That is called artha. And anything above that my fundamental needs, they are all wants, which come under kamaha. Right? So this is Chaturvida Purushartha is Dharmartha Kama Moksha. Dharmartha Kama, that is the priority of a household or life in general to start with. Moksha is a less priority, and when they grow inside, they get experience, then their focus slowly shifts towards moksha. And when they go to the last stage of life, sannyasa, moksha is a priority. And that is called Purushartha Nishchayaha. The more you are conclusive about your Purushartha, your human goal, then you will have the commitment towards moksha. That is why sannyasa is not a joke. Sannyasa is your Purushartha Nishchaya should be unquestionable. It is be very clear. Swamiji used to say this moksha is a very jealous Purushartha. Moksha means it will not allow other Purushartha to rise. It should subserve. If at all this Dharmartha Kama is there, it should subserve Moksha Purushartha. Okay. Anyway, you can think about this. If you have doubts, you can ask me. I have given different meanings of Dharma, so that you will understand the things. Okay, we'll get into the text. Slowly. Our text is it has full of definitions. I would request you, even before getting into the text, if you have time and of course you have got interest and commitment, I can see that you can memorize the whole Tattvabodha. It is very good. I would recommend that all of us can memorize the Tattvabodha. Tattvabodha is there. After Tattvabodha, Vedanta Sara is there. That is written by Swami Sadananda. Sadananda is also an old sannyasi, lived long back, thousands of years before. It is an extension of Tattvabodha. The same Tattvabodha is expanded. An expanded form is Vedanta Sara. In fact, when we were in the mission, we read Vedanta Sara, not Tattvabodha. Tattvabodha we read after I came to Swamiji. That is a very simple text. So Tattvabodha is very easy to memorize. You can memorize Tattvabodha. Okay. சொல்லுங்க. See, எத்தனை verses இல்ல. It is not a verse. It is not a shloka. It is in prose form. It is prose.
Okay.
Prose அது. For example, எப்படி இருக்குன்னா விவேகம்னா என்ன? வைராகியம்னா என்ன, ரைட்? ஷமாதம அப்படின்னா என்ன, ஷமனா என்ன, தமனா என்ன? ஸோ அது மாதிரி முமுட்சுத்வம்னா வாட் இஸ் முமுட்சுத்வம், முமுட்சத்துவம் கிம் அப்படி இருக்கும், கொஸ்டின் இருக்கும், ஆன்சரும் இருக்கும். ஸோ அது மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதிகாரினா யார், ஹூ இஸ் அதிகாரி, தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஆல் டெஃபினேஷன். இட்ஸ் ஒன்லி இன் த ப்ரோஸ் ஃபார்ம், நாட் இன் தி ஸ்லோகா ஃபார்ம். So we can chant that, we can learn that also, right? We'll try to memorize that. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask me, otherwise we'll stop here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I chant Purnamada?
இல்ல சொல்லல.
Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. In fact, after this, when we start reading Tattvabodha, or after some time, you can put all your Sanskrit knowledge in Tattvabodha, and the prose, you can take up the prose and split the prose, sandhi, everything, you will be able to do it, and you will really enjoy it. When you know a bit of Sanskrit, you will enjoy when you read the text. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ji.